Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of She Stays Wet with your girl, Joanna Devine. Hi. So as you guys can see, once again, I have another amazing guest that we've been really anxiously waiting for. We're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about what we're going to be doing today. But before we do, I just want to thank you for your continued love and support. You guys have really been ride or dies with me, and I just am so excited. We're at 974 subscribers, so we're only like 26 away from becoming that bitch. So if you like what you see and you like what you're about to hear, please continue to subscribe. It only helps the channel. Continue to like the videos, share the videos, and love, and turn on your notifications for when new videos are launched. Okay.
Her cheekbone goes like this. I'm just kind of bouncing it into the contour of her cheekbone with the dual fiber contouring flat brush.
Which brush is that?
I don't know. It's
the Clé de Peau. That's my
Clé de Peau one.
They know about that one. I did that on the last video.
So I'm bouncing it upward to catch the actual cheekbone.
So yesterday we were looking at makeup influences, and the one influence that I saw was an interview with Claudia Jordan. Hi, Claudia. I've loved Claudia Jordan for years, and she and I have very similar skin tones, but she was talking about how she likes a lot of makeup, and every time I look at her, it never looks like she's wearing a lot of makeup, because Cody and I have been watching some TV this week, and we noticed that a lot of TV makeup on HD looks insane. It looks so horrible. I don't know what these makeup artists are doing, but it's making he and I want to actually get back out there and do makeup for TV. But it's the HD cameras, and it's those powders, and everything sinks into the creases. And I was watching her on this interview, and she just looked gorgeous, like glowy skin, barely there makeup, and it just looked beautiful. So I said that that's the makeup that I want to achieve. I can get it on my own, but hey, my son's never done my face before.
I know I haven't. It's the first time.
I know.
I've done a lot of faces. This is the first time I've ever done her face. She's very, very particular on who she lets touch her face, because again, she's a woman who does not like a lot of makeup. A lot of artists, not bashing anybody, but they do. They got a heavy hand. I just always had a very light touch to my technique. It's not for everybody, but it seems to get a lot of good, positive reviews and feedback. Makeup. But again, I'm going to go back in with this brush.
Don't be making fun of me anymore.
We're going to knock all the product off that was there. And then I'm going to go back in with the Studio Fix. And then I just want to hit the arch of her brow bone a little bit to fade out what color was already there from the shadow and buff it up into the arch of her brow.
So while he's doing that, let's go into number 5, which is cultural and generational difference, which also ties into how important a video like this is. Because as a person who presents of non-color, sitting and having deep and intellectual conversations with a person who is of color, who is also of a unique gender experience, it's to show the world that we have so much more in common than not. Yes, we come from two different generations. Yes, we come from 2 different cultural experiences, but our similarities are so much more than our differences. So cultural and generational differences. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I really can't say too much about the Black community because I didn't grow up in the Black community. But what I will say, the Black community has affected my life wholeheartedly. It was the community who has taken me in. It's the community who has shown me the most love. It's the community who, especially Black women, has taught me how to fight, how to survive, how to grow a backbone, how to not let anybody step on you or take advantage of you. It has been the Black community that has allowed me to find myself and steer me into a direction to where I am at now. Growing up in the white community, I didn't feel.
And we're not bashing white people.
Not bashing white people, but in Middle America,
I love white people. I love all people.
In Middle America, it's just different, and there wasn't a whole lot of a black community where I was living. It's very, very white.
Let's just say it's no town.
It's just different. But growing up from 18 on, when I was in Florida in the black community, you really learn a lot, because as you're born in the white community, we're not shown the truth of what really happens, the diversity. We're brought up very privileged. I didn't really realize that until I was outside of where I was brought up and was living with my best friends, Alfred and Alicia, and living with these two amazing black people and being around them. And they were my brother and my sister. Being around them all the time, you see how people will treat you different compared to them. And it really opened my eyes to, yes, America does it. White people have a privilege in society. It's just how it has been for years, and honestly, it's very much it's crap. I don't believe it should be that way. But again, I can't comment too much. All thing I can do is empathize from what my mom, my brothers, and my sisters, and my aunties, and my nana talk about. And only thing I can do as a person of my colored skin is to educate other people of my same skin, because it should not always have to be black people educating white people on the culture or how privilege and other things, how just as you're born with white skin, you're treated different in society than if you're born with this color of skin.
And let me say, my color skin is amazing.
It's beautiful.
But he's right, and we're not going to dwell on this too long, because this is a video about love, but just the idea of having a cisgender white presenting male with a woman of my skin tone calling each other family is a big deal. It really is a big deal, because we're at a point in this world where we're on the precipice of yet another change. And I believe that only through your eyes, people believe what they see. And when people see two people from two different backgrounds loving on each other, complimenting each other, lifting each other up, and embracing one another as family, we are being the change in the world that we want to see. So yes, I could get on my platform and use it to, dispel or promote propagandas. I could use my platform to be like, yeah, blah, 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 and preaching. Or I can use my platform to show people how normal we are, how amazing we are, and how loving human beings all are. Because I believe that once you see me, you can see a part of yourself in me and him, and realize like, oh my God, I went through that too. Oh my God, I laugh like that. Oh my God, that's funny to me too. So,
and what I still don't understand is how society sees so much division. At the end of the day, you peel back our skin, we are all human beings. Despite of where we are born, where we are raised, how we are brought up, we are all human beings at the end of the day. We all eat, shit, and sleep the same. And we just all deserve the same basic respect given to each other. Like, you cannot walk out into this world and demand respect if you don't walk out into this world and give respect to the next human being next to you. As a human being, polite, courteous, you have to lead with love. If you want to receive love, you got to give love. And it's just so mind-boggling still to see to this day how there's so much diversity. Oh, well, they're here and they're this and this is that. We are all human beings. If there was another species that would come to this planet to see us, they're not saying, oh, that's a black or a white or an Asian.
Those are humans.
They're humans. They're earthlings. They are people from this planet. And it's just sickening on how people will treat someone different just because they may be Muslim. They may be Christian. They may have different spiritual beliefs. At the end of the day, we all came from Eve. I believe we all come from a black woman, because at the end of the day, the only people who carry the Eve gene, and it's not talked about and it needs to be talked about, are black women. Black women only carry the Eve gene, and it's in their melanin.
Well, on that note, and he said that, that's
I just had to put
and
that
I said, my cousin used to go, and I mean,
what's the truth is the truth. And that's the truth. Everybody who exists on this planet today, we all come from Africa. You do the genealogy, you want to, even the whitest of the white people who want to deny it, get your blood work done. Go to 23andMe. Go to Ancestry. My roots go all the way back to Egypt and Morocco.
Your family is going to kill me. I just turned this boy out. Anyway, let's move on. Because I love your mother. I don't want her to hate me.
Nah, she ain't going to.
No, I'm just saying. Your whole family's going to watch this. I have a feeling. I have a big feeling. And I don't want her thinking I'm trying to kidnap you. Well, I kind of am, but not. It's all love.
It's all love.
And anytime more love,
exactly. And I don't want anybody to think. And I just got to make that clear. I'm not ever trying to bash anybody. I come from a place of I want to live from my heart, because only thing I want to receive back is love. But do I bring out education? I do, because these are actual facts. And not all these facts are talked about. It's hidden. A lot of stuff has been whitewashed out of history and blocked from being known. But if you go out there and you educate yourself, the truth is there. We are all humans. We are all come from the same beginning. It's just through time, through migration, through evolution, we have this skin tone. We look different. Our features have changed. We migrated to different corners of this earth. And through time, we are here as what we are now.
My son has a lot of amazing opinions. I love to listen to him because he's so passionate about what he believes. And we have these kind of conversations when it's just us. And now that we have an audience, it's so important to know that, yes, we can all have differences of opinions. You may not agree with everything that is said,
and it's fine.
Video
it is,
or anything of that nature. But the
it's
one thing that we need to move forward is that there was a time in this country not too long ago when we were allowed to disagree with each other, when we were allowed to have intellectual debates and to have steamy conversations. And then at the end of that, we would all go out for a drink and dance on the dance floor.
Exactly.
But now we're living in such a state of duress and such a state of fear that whatever you say can be taken, misinterpreted, and used against you. So I'm just going to put that out there right now. Opinions are like asses. Everybody got one. Unless you were born without an ass. And if you were born without an ass, I'm sorry for you. But 99.9% of people have asses. Everybody has an opinion. That's how different and unique they are. They're like snowflakes. No two opinions are going to be exactly the same. But let's find the commonality rather than the differences, and not throw each other away just because we don't agree where you think humanity comes from and where I do, or who you think is gonna.
You only have liquid liner.
Oh no, they're right here.
Oh, those are lip pencils.
No, this is the black.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And don't put it in my eyeline.
I'm not gonna put it on the inside. I never put it on.
I have a fear.
I don't. Well, I know, because you got a sty. You got a sty and an eye infection before. I ain't gonna do this. Okay. But I am gonna up here at the top.
So I'm glad that we were able to discuss some of those things, and obviously we have even more deep opinions about a lot of things that are going on in the world right now. But I choose to be
open but look down. So I'm not going on the inside, but I just want to do a super thin. There we go.
I really want to be a voice for change, and I want to use my platform to spread love and to spread commonality and coming togetherness.
Exactly. I have to always constantly say, because again, people will misconstrue everything that you say, use it against you, say, oh, you're this, you're that, da 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 da. No, I come from a place of love. I always want to receive love, and I want to give love constantly. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't mean to discredit anybody. I don't mean to tear anybody down. We're just talking about topics and things that we constantly talk about, and that I constantly talk with my Black family. Most of my family that is constantly around me are people that are Black, that are
people of color.
Yeah, people of color. From light skin to dark skin, and they're not just from African descent, they're also from West Indian descent,
in
Brazil.
That's where it's
and they're all spread out through the world, and the common subject has been very much of the same. And the reason why I bring it up as a person of my skin tone, because I have to do the due diligence to try and educate more people of my skin tone so they're aware, because it shouldn't, again, always be people of color to do the educating.
Yeah. And let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a thing. We're all the same.
All the same.
We're all the same. It's just the way that, the country was set up, the way that, this world has been set up and designed. Unfortunately, it may not always work in my favor, but like I said in other videos, I'm a really good spades player, and I take the hand that I'm dealt and I play it as best as I can. Yes, I still have a long way to go, but the getting there is the fun part. The journey is, what I really am embracing. I still have so many things to learn and so many things to experience in life. Like my next relationship. Putting myself out there in the dating space has been terrifying to me. And I've talked about it with Cody before and several other people in my life. But just the idea of being vulnerable again with someone,
it's terrifying.
After I've built up such a wall and a guard around my heart, from choosing to save myself rather than to not. I'll finish it in a minute.
Blend it. Girl, I'm
you want me to really blend it?
Yeah, rub it.
I don't like when people do that, so
go ahead.
Go ahead. Y'all didn't hear him, but he's. Oh, you did hear him because we have microphones off. He said, "Go ahead."
Go ahead.
You better go ahead now. You better go ahead.
Come on, blend it out.
I'm sorry.
Rub the lips together.
It reminds me of Never mind. You better go ahead now. I'm sorry.
Rub them. You know how to rub them lips together.
Okay. See.
Shit.
I'm a very understanding mother, and he didn't just get slapped for saying that. Did you tell him what you use?
No, but I'm about to.
Okay.
So, what I had put on was the. Was it? How do you pronounce that?
Kevin Aquan.
This is a Kevin Aquan?
Yeah, that's it's like Mika Bell.
Okay, so this is a Mika Bell.
My favorite lipstick in the world.
Which is a coral, a light coral. It's very sheer. Pretty. And what I did, because I just want to give her a flush of color on the lip, I didn't do a liner because I didn't want to do too structured.
And when I do a liner, my lips literally look like the back of a baboon's ass.
She said it, not
because they're full. So, yeah.
And then I'm using.
I don't need a liner. I do use a liner at night though, for a little bit more to have it stay.
Yes.
Longer.
So I'm using.
You were like, yes.
Professional Kiss, and then a vitamin E, and again, it's more of a pinky peach. But what I want to do is just kind of blend out that color and then carry it onto her full lip. right. Go ahead and them lips. Girl.
I don't like to do that.
Like that. There we go. All right. Next, we're doing some lashes.
Oh, show them those lashes. I live.
So the lashes that I'm going to be using.
Shout out to my girl Teresa Steed from Fabio Scalia Salons. She recommended those lashes to me, and they are literally everything. It's called My Lash But Better by Kiss. So MLBB. And you can get them on Amazon. They're very similar to MAC lashes, but the strip.
They're like a 7 mixed with a 28, I think.
But I like that part.
The actual strip is really nice. They come so far with the lashes. Like MAC used to be the shit for our lashes. You would go to MAC Cosmetics to get the best lashes.
That's right.
Now, with how things have changed in the makeup industry and new things have came out.
From the makeup industry then to the makeup industry now.
Correct.
My Grace Jones, my everything.
All right, open but look down, perfect. And I'm trying to get it along the lash line as close as possible on that lid to where it looks like they're growing out naturally. And I'm just pressing it in onto the lash.
He's so gentle. You have such a gentle touch.
Ta-da!
It was like 6 pairs for $20.
Yeah, that's really good. Look at me. Okay. There's one.
So I use the Duo Surgical Adhesive in black because I think the white one is just too white for me.
And this one also is water resistant. It stays a lot longer. Also, because of the darker color, it kind of blends in a little bit better. Yes, the white one does dry clear. I just always found that the dark colored one kind of blended in still a little bit better. It kind of hid the track.
You know about tracks.
Very well. And what I like to do is kind of bend it to get that curvature. So then it just kind of slides onto the lid a little bit better.
Because your natural eyes aren't straight.
Yep, it's curved. So once you got it, the nice shape.
Well, most eyes are curved, not all.
Oop, and it just popped on.
And
and I'm just going to use the back of this. I don't have any Q-tips. No, that's fine. This is fine. Because look, the thing I'm going to do is just slide it down a tiny bit. You got to get creative.
See?
When you have
that's what she said.
Very little things to work with.
Like my makeup kit is good for me, but giving it to someone else and asking them to beat a face, that's challenging. And he did it. Well, I haven't seen it yet. So.
I think it came out pretty good. Now, it's been a few years since I have done makeup, but just like riding a bike, you can get back on and go. Look up.
Or riding something else.
There we go. Oh, shit. Look down. This side's a little. Perfect. Ta-da!
Are we done?
I think so.
Okay, hold on.
I think she looks great. Fix your hair.
Oh, Cody, look! Oh, wow, honey. Okay. Yeah, you're doing my wedding. If I ever get married.
I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brushes. I never did a full eyes with just 2. This is the first time I've ever did 5 brushes like this. I had to work with what I had. Normally, I've got 24 brushes, and I like to pick and choose which one.
But we were challenging each
other.
other.
But look, it actually came out really pretty.
That's really good. Oh, honey, thank you. Now we gotta go somewhere.
We do.
No, we don't. Because bitch gotta save money.
Yeah.
Oh, this is wonderful, honey. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, I never would have done my makeup like this. Okay, we're gonna take a picture of this. And
we're gonna take a picture and then post the after.
Yes. So, really quick. Oh my God, it looks so pretty. Okay. I'm a very emotional person, as my child is as well. So before we go, any last words, sweetheart?
All I want to say is treat the person next to you with love and care. No matter if it's a person on the street, no matter if it's a homeless person, show love. This world needs way more love. And even if they are homeless walking down the street in LA, because I see a lot of them, it don't matter if you don't have a dollar and anything, a kind word, a smile, just something that person being seen, because a lot of these people who are homeless and don't have a home, they feel forgotten in this world. And I just feel like this world, if we had more people that led with love, this world would be a better place.
Do you see why he's like the perfect son? So with that being said, I want to thank you so much for joining us on this video. This video means a lot to me. Anytime I do one of my episodes with a member of my family, hopefully we'll get my mother on here one day, and hopefully in the future, maybe even on Cheryl. You never know. But this means the world to me, to have him be a part of my future success and the part of propelling us to our better selves, because like I told you before in my other videos, everything that I do is not just for me, it's for him. And I want to leave this world better than when I found it. And I feel as though by me, really advertising so much love and so much light and so much kindness and happy thoughts, whatever I can do in this world to bring a smile to someone's face, I feel like I'm walking in my light. Yes. So I want to thank you for your continued love and
like
support.
And follow and hit that bell for notifications
and subscribe.
There we go.
Have a good day, you guys. Thank you so much for the continued love, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
That was good.